McNuke is ridden along to the back of the field. So too Count Palatine. May's under pressure over toward the left-hand side. They're inside the final quarter mile. Plenty of chances here. Carolina Reaper, Snellen, Content. And there goes Pearls and Rubies, the White Sleeves and Cat. They're inside the final furlong and a half. And it's Pearls and Rubies and Snellen now go on from Carolina Reaper, who's battling away. Namonti's trying to stay on. Snellen in the blue. Down the centre is Pearls and Rubies. Odyssey's flying for the back. Golden Mind is keeping on as well. Pearls and Rubies and Snellen, they're wide apart. They hit the line. Snellen and Pearls and Rubies is close between them. Then came Odyssey and Golden Mind, and Hot Fuss away from Carolina Reaper and Warney. Streets of Gold trying to get going. Flight Plan is ridden for more. So too Zoology, as Age of Kings has now picked it up from Covey, who's under pressure. Streets of Gold is coming up with something. Holloway Boys trying to run on toward the far side. Zoology certainly getting going. Age of Kings now taken on by Streets of Gold. Holloway Boy finishing the far side. Then came Flight Plan. They're inside the final furlong. Age of Kings narrowly now to Streets of Gold. Holloway Boys, Zoology and Olivia Marauder all coming there. It's Age of Kings who is out in front. Age of Kings has won the jersey. From Zoology, Streets of Gold and Holloway Boy tightening behind third and fourth. Then came Olivia Marauder and Holguin, followed by Flight Plan and Thunder Bear.
Highfield Princess is on the right with Emirati Anna and Sandrine. Behind those then is Al Suhail. Further back to Rohan and Run to Freedom as they now run on towards the final couple of furlongs. And inside the final two, Wellington's got plenty to do out the back. Highfield Princess, Sacred comes through on the far side with the Astrologist and Kinross and Curda Pierre. Then Khaadem and the action towards the far side. Sacred, Khaadem is chasing hard. It's the mare Sacred out in front, but here's Khaadem and Highfield Princess battling on, racing up towards the line, and Khaadem is getting up. Khaadem wins the Jubilee. A big shock from in second, Sacred far side. Highfield Princess on the near side. This West Wind Blows challenged all the time by changing of the guard. Deauville Legend seeking a run up the fence out wider. Pyledriver and wider still is Free Wind. It's West Wind Blows. Deauville Legend caught on the leader's heels. Out wide Pyledriver running a massive race from changing of the guard. Free Wind's got to find more inside the final furlong. Pyledriver just leading but wavering in front from changing of the guard, and West Wind Blows. Pyledriver's all over the shop, but the King George winner comes back with a glorious win at Royal Ascot in the Hardwicke. Great piece of trading. West Wind Blows for second. Tight third, Deauville Legend on the far side of changing of the guard. Free Wind behind those. Then Grand Alliance and Hardwicke. Orazio's got a bit to do at the moment from Princess Shabnan. Summergand and Al Bashir is at the back of the field. They're tending to race middle to far side inside the final two furlongs. Apollo 1 has just come through to lead. Here's Mum's Tipple with a chance under Fragginatori. King's Lynn on the far side is rattling home. Down the centre, it's St. Lawrence from Juan Le Pan and Orazio trying to get there. These are the contenders. Apollo 1, St. Lawrence, Juan Le Pan racing up towards the line. St. Lawrence is doing best. It's St. Lawrence for the Wokingham. Apollo 1 probably second. Juan Le Pan with Mum's Tipple fighting it out for Miners, and King's Lynn doing well on the far side.
And it's just about London and the Pink who's now come through to lead. Burdett Road is dropping away there towards the outside. It's not Brex as Burdett Road toward the outer is powering home best of all. It's Burdett Road who's come through to pick it up. And he goes on by a couple of lengths now to have Secret. Behind that one, Lucian Ward, Line of War late on the scene to the inside. Local Dynasties flying home to the outer. It's Burdett Road under Neil Callan from Line of War trying hard near the line. It's Burdett Road to win the Golden Gates. Burdett Road from Line of War in second. Local Dynasty near side may just be in third. From Have Secret far side, they were clear from Zerya. Stratum's hard at it. Run for Oscar is desperately looking for room. He appears to be cruising in behind, but will he get through? They're racing inside the final furlong and a half. It's Dawn Rising. Tight Writer has shot through to the inside to go more prominent now. Then the Grand Vizier and Estacas. Run for Oscar is trying to get rolling. Then Stratum. They're inside the final furlong. Dawn Rising trying to tough it out. Here comes the Grand Vizier over the top. Dawn Rising digging in under Ryan Moore. The Grand Vizier trying hard, but it's Dawn Rising to win the Queen Alexandra. From the Grand Vizier, Run for Oscar, but unlucky in the run in third. Then Tight Writer, Falcon 8, and Estacas followed by Stratum.